we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Mills throw completed to Mechie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Listen, Texans were looking to add another playmaker to his receiving group this offseason, and they'll certainly get that from John Mechie from Alabama. He had over 2,000 yards in his final 2 years with the Crimson Tide. Expect to see him involved early and often in every game, and really be a good blocker when they run the ball as well. Here, he catches the football and moves the chains.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Texans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. A first down throw for Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And some
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air. I expect catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this one too low.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
To the air again, Herbert. Buying time to his left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crosser.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. And by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As a player, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make a burn quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not easy to hold on to. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground is Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
58 sacks and 4 Pro Bowls is a heck of a start for anyone's career. And that's exactly what Joey Bosa has done in his first 6 seasons in the NFL. He came into this league NFL ready, and has only gotten better since.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3rd down throw, and misses the target, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Dorsett on the return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to look out the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On play action, Mills.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pierce now up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Play fake, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Chargers 28, Texans 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd and 12.
Mills to Pierce. They set up the screen.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action now. Mills.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
On the return, Carter. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a 1st-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Off the play fake, Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Mills now from the 50. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Mills. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Looking to throw is Mills. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? To throw, Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Handoff left side, Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mills. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. They'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One scored. He's got a man. Complete. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Chargers 35, Texans 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mills on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you free.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked it up 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Pierce.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Mills to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Khalil Mack. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That's underneath to Pierce.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Herbert on first down now. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces